Hi, I'm Donna Hinesley, and I'm here with George Enze from Cal State San Marcos. He is a finance major. He's preparing to graduate in spring of 2026. It's coming right up. And as a career coach at Cal State San Marcos, I've had the pleasure of working with George. He's a very ambitious individual, and the purpose of this 4 to 6 minute video is to show you how he thinks and what he is currently doing, and how he would make an amazing asset to your firm if you're looking to hire a recent finance graduate. So, with that, George, I understand that you work at Skyward Consultants. Can you please tell me what you do there?
Yes, so Skyward Consultants is a fractional CFO firm. What I do there is mainly bookkeeping services. So that involves categorizing transactions, reconciling bank accounts, and doing a once over on financial statements, such as the balance sheet and the profit and loss statements mainly. I also do some clerical work in regards to audit preparation. So I collect necessary documents that are needed for CPAs for specific clients. And then I also do some invoicing out to some customers and then receive payments from vendors that our clients get involved with. So that's a little bit of what I do at Skyward.
That is terrific. So, I understand that you were also heavily involved with Cal State San Marcos in terms of the sports teams, and I think you managed, was it 12 organizations? Can you tell me about that, please?
Yeah, that was a great experience. I was the sports club student assistant for some time for about a year. And yes, I did manage or help manage about 12 sport clubs on campus. What I did there was basically make sure that all the information in the system was needed as far as travel for games. So I had to make sure that everybody was approved to go. They had approved drivers. They had a lodging situation if necessary. And then also too, if they had games on the weekends, I would help game manage those said games. So it would be a lot of preparation as far as pregame, having to get these scoreboards set up, and then from there, game manage the entire game, and then take down everything after the game. So it was a good experience for sure.
Wow, that's a lot of moving parts, right?
Right.
Okay, so was there a time where the numbers just didn't look right with something you were doing? And what'd you do?
100%. Yeah, there's definitely times, especially with Sky, where that numbers just didn't look right, and I couldn't really see the picture. For example, there was like a journal entry that we do every month, and this was like the first time I was completing this entry, and it just wasn't making sense to me. Something was completely off. The two numbers weren't balancing out. So I pretty much screenshotted it, put it into AI, and it wasn't painting me the clearest picture. I could see it a little bit, but I wasn't getting that clear picture. So I brought it up to my boss, and basically he explained there was a step that AI didn't mention, which I guess is kind of a testament to the human connection, right?
Yes.
So I think after that conversation with my boss, it definitely helped for sure for future closes. So yeah.
Wow. Okay, so kind of along those lines, what kind of work energizes you the most?
The work that energizes me the most is kind of circling around the work that I do right now. I kind of get excited every day, showing up to work, as far as being able to help out people in such a space where they may or may not be as knowledgeable or sometimes maybe as willing to do that kind of work. It kind of puts a smile on my face when you get to see these people speak so highly of the work that you do, and how appreciative they are once it comes time to do like an update as far as how their numbers look every month. So that alone basically excites me to kind of get up and do the work.
So are you mostly customer facing, or who is it you're mostly talking to in a day?
So in the day, I'm mainly talking to obviously my team, right? So we'll collaborate on work if need be. And then sometimes there'll be some client meetings to where they want to kind of take a deeper dive as far as how their numbers look for the month. And that's when the questions start kind of coming up. Okay, like Where can we kind of cut costs here? What do you think we should implement to drive up revenue? And I've been in a couple of those meetings, even as an intern, and that kind of put a smile on my face for sure. Just to see the interaction between the client and my boss, and see the impact that we are making and can continue to make. So
That's just wonderful. I love that so much. Okay, so also let's see. Oh, wait, sorry. Um, how have your responsibilities changed from when you were in some of your first jobs to now? Tell me about that.
yeah, the responsibilities I think have changed in the sense of from right now, these are real businesses that I'm working with, right? Which drive in real revenues that kind of dictate whether they're going to stay open or not. So there's like an extra chip on your shoulder to help them paint the bigger picture. Whereas to, let's say, like the sports club position, the worst thing that really could have happened was that a student couldn't go on a trip for their game, right? Because they just didn't have their documentation in. And it sucks to kind of tell them that, but that's just the reality of the situation. It's not necessarily the end of the world. They can make the next one, if they just turn in the right documentation. But if we don't have the right picture to paint, for these businesses over at Skyward, it can cause a lot of trouble and a lot of confusion, as far as how that company can move. So I think that responsibility for sure, is the biggest difference as far as what I'm used to dealing with.
Okay, so let's get to the end point. What do you want to do when 5 years from now, 10 years from now? What's it look like?
5 to 10 years from now, I definitely want to be a financial analyst, doing higher level reviews. Whenever I do those reviews with my boss, I'm sometimes honestly still now amazed, as far as like how he's able to just pinpoint certain things on a financial statement, and I'm looking at the same statement, and sometimes I don't catch it. You know what I mean? So I want to be a financial analyst to where like it's just at the back of my hand, I'm able to dissect any company, from any sector, month in, month out. Whether it be at Skyward, whether it be at somewhere else. I definitely want to be a financial analyst doing all the nitty-gritty stuff.
I'm just so impressed and so motivated to know that you love what you do so much. It really speaks volumes. So, George, if somebody wants to reach out to you, what do you suggest they do? How can they reach you?
Yeah, absolutely. You could definitely reach out to me through LinkedIn. It's linkedin.com, and then my name, George Enze dash Jr. You could also reach out to me via email. That's going to be nze003 at csusm.edu. I'd definitely love to speak to you, and connect for pretty much anything.
Fantastic, George. Well, thank you so much. And I'm sure you're also involved in school organizations, right?
Yes, yes. I'm also the vice president internal of the Finance Society, and then I was the analyst, for the Cougar Fund. That's an investment fund that we have at CSUSM last semester, but I recently moved up to the chief accounting officer for that same fund. So yeah, I'm heavily involved in campus. Didn't think I would be as involved, but I kind of find myself in these roles, so I'm very, very grateful for it.
Congratulations, George. I can see nothing but great things for you going forward. It's an honor for me to know you and work with you. And so until next time, take good care, my friend, and happy graduation.
Thank you so much, Nana. I really appreciate you during this journey, honestly.
No worries. Thank you.